Hey, I get it. You see people launching online stores, making thousands of dollars, and you wonder, how could I even start that? Maybe you've tried before, but you got stuck choosing products or setting up your store or figuring out how to actually get customers. Well, today I'm going to be giving you a step-by-step roadmap to go from idea to sales, even if you're starting with zero experience. Most people overcomplicate starting an e-commerce brand, but today I'm breaking down into the exact steps that actually matter. By the end of this video, you will know how to pick the right niche and products, how to create a brand people love, a simple sales funnel you need to start collecting leads and customers, and how to market your brand. And no, you don't need a huge budget nor a fancy website. You just need the right strategy, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. The biggest mistake that I see new sellers make is trying to sell everything to everyone. Instead, you need a specific, passionate niche. Here's how to find one. You want to look for buyers, not just browsers. An example of this could be personalized baby gifts. People are actively searching for unique, high-quality options in this space. You also want to check for repeat customers and increasing average order lifetime value. Niches like celebrations or life milestones, for example, that happen all the time, all year long for billions of people across the globe. Some examples here could be for handmade sellers, custom clay earrings, minimalistic candles, leather wallets. Print on demand could be dog lover apparel, personalized wedding gifts, or niched down travel merch. For digital products, these could be like business coaching templates, ADHD planners, or freelance contract packages. Once you decide on this, you'll need to get to know your end buyer like the back of your hand to make messaging to them through all mediums a piece of cake. If you're interested, I've actually linked a free resource in the description for you that provides 7 sections for questions you should ask yourself to get to know your customers on a deeper level. Once you know what you're selling, it is now time to decide who you are as a brand, because your brand is what makes people choose you over the other options. Let's talk visual identity for a second. Do you feel like you are currently in a cohesive space? Or again, if you are starting from scratch, I recommend choosing 3 to 5 colors max and 1 to 2 fonts that match your brand's personality and how you want to be seen. I also want you to think about brand voice and vibe. Are you fun and playful? Are you elegant and minimalistic? Your tone should match your audience and also how you want to be perceived by your audience. Then we're going to think about your UVP, your unique value proposition. This basically just tells me as the buyer what actually makes you different. Are you offering personalized options? Do you offer eco-friendly options? Are you filling a gap in an already saturated market? A quick example of this is if instead of just selling candles, you would want to position yourself as something like the only candle brand made for book lovers by book lovers, since inspired by your favorite classic novels. And now that you've built the foundation for your brand, it's time to choose what you're going to sell. This decision can make or break your success. So let's break down the different types of e-commerce products, how to validate demand for them, and also how to make data-driven decisions before you invest any time or money into it. Not all e-commerce products are created equal, and what you sell should align with these couple things. Number 1 should be your skills and interest. Do you love making things by hand? Are you a natural designer? Do you enjoy creating digital resources? You also need to consider market demand. Are people already buying this? Or are there gaps in the market that you believe you can fill? Lastly, we want to think about scalability. Can this product type generate passive income? Or will it require constant effort and maybe even a large team to fulfill orders? I'm going to break down 5 of the most utilized e-commerce products, starting first with our handmade products. The pros in this space are there are high perceived value. People love unique handcrafted items, and especially if you're selling on a marketplace like Etsy, they're kind of expecting that. They can also charge premium prices, especially for custom work in the handmade space. These are great for creative entrepreneurs who enjoy making things. However, the cons are this is going to be harder to scale because it requires time and hands-on effort to produce each item. It also requires materials, tools, and inventory management. Handmade stuff is going to be best for my makers, my artisans, and creatives who enjoy crafting and don't mind producing products themselves or outsourcing production once they decide to scale. Then of course there is one of my favorites, print on demand. This is low risk and it is pretty automated. The pros for this are obviously there's no upfront inventory. Products are made on demand by your print on demand supplier when customers order. It's also easy to automate and scale, and it connects with like so many different marketplaces, including Etsy, I think Redbubble, Shopify, obviously websites, TikTok Shop, so many options. This is great for artists, designers, and entrepreneurs who want a little bit more of a passive income, but of course we put passive in quotes because print on demand is not a passive business. However, the cons to this, in my opinion, are lower profit margins compared to handmade or digital products, simply because you are paying for a good portion of the process to be handled by somebody else. You also have to create designs that stand out in more competitive spaces. This is going to be best for my artists, my graphic designers, influencers, or entrepreneurs who want a low-risk way to start an e-commerce brand without having any inventory. Number 3 is going to be my absolute favorite, digital products. These are high profit and also do usually give kind of like passive income because it's a set it and forget it type of strategy. The pros to a digital product type would be 100% give or take profit margin. There's no inventory nor no shipping cost. You pretty much just spend the time making the item and then it sells on autopilot forever. There's also an instant delivery process, so there's no fulfillment hassles or again, any shipping issues. These can be sold over and over and over again without any additional work for the item itself. The cons, however, is it does require a lot of upfront effort to create valuable, high quality products. There's also a lot more competition because it is a lower barrier to entry. You got to stand out with strong branding and marketing and obviously a strong product itself. This is going to be best for my creators, designers, educators, and business owners who want scalable passive income streams. Number 4 is going to be what I do all the time, coaching, courses, and memberships. These are going to be high ticket and also scalable. The pros for this 4th product type are high income potential. You can literally charge premium prices as long as you are offering premium offers. It also positions you as an authority in your industry, no matter what that is. You can literally be teaching someone how to crochet. People will pay for that. Trust me, I know someone who runs a membership of over 5,000 people. You can also scale with memberships, group programs, or digital courses, so you don't just have to be a one-on-one coach or offer a group coaching program. You can actually productize your knowledge into those individual digital products as well. The cons to this, however, it requires a very heavy time investment, especially if you're doing live coaching, and you will have to do a lot of what I do right now. So like camera fatigue is a thing. You also have to like build credibility, and that does take time. You have to build an audience, which takes time, and audience trust is key in order to actually make these things sell. This is going to be best for my experts, my educators, my service providers, and personal brands who want long-term, high-ticket revenue streams. Last but not least is going to be my service-based offers coming in at number 5. This is severely profitable, but could be time-consuming. The pros here are there's no inventory nor no physical products needed. You can start immediately with no upfront investment whatsoever, as long as you have invested time in learning how to do the thing. And there's high income potential for in-demand services. This is actually exactly how I started in this business, freelancing on Upwork in 2021. The cons, however, which I found very quickly, are it is time intensive and income is usually tied to how much work you can take on or how many clients you can own. It's harder to scale without outsourcing or shifting to a digitized product option. To let you guys know, I hit my first $10,000 month, actually the month I left my job, but I was also freelancing for 18 months before I hit that 10K month. I was doing 20 clients at one time. I was managing clients, I was managing all of their different personalities, managing all of the different communication styles, and I found very quickly that I needed to digitize what I was offering rather than doing all done-for-you offers. This option is going to be best for my freelancers, content creators, marketing professionals, and creatives who want a flexible service-based online business, but again, you gotta know how to do the service in the first place. So let's talk really quickly about, now that we know the 5 of them, like how do we validate your product idea knowing exactly what you want to move forward with now. So step 1 is I want you to search your product idea on EverBee. Go into Etsy and type in a keyword related to the niche that you might want to move forward with. Let's just say, for example, printable budget planner or custom pet portrait. I want you to sort by the best sellers to see what products are making the most money. Then I want you to look at monthly revenue estimates and figure out if people are actually buying this right now, and again, could you possibly fill a gap in that market today? Step 2 is I want you to think about competitor pricing and also check on their reviews. So click on the top selling listings in the product analytics dashboard and read through customer reviews. Look for common complaints. What are customers asking for that isn't included? And then also compare your potential pricing to what they're currently offering. Can you offer something better at a similar or slightly lower price in order to get that initial traction? And to confirm this, for step 3, you're going to use our Etsy profit calculator to determine your best margins. All you have to do is enter the cost of making your product, which is called COGS. It's a little acronym we use in e-commerce, cost of goods sold. So this is your materials, your production, your fees, your shipping price, etc. Then you can play around and adjust the pricing to see how much you'd actually take home per sale. If the margin is less than 30%, I would reconsider pricing or switch up to a more profitable model. One of the biggest mistakes that I see new e-commerce sellers making is people assuming if someone sees their product, they're automatically automatically going to buy it. But the truth is most people need multiple touch points. The average is between 6 to 8, so let's call it 7, before they make a purchase. So if you don't have a clear path from I'm interested to I'm buying, you're losing sales. And this is why a sales funnel is crucial. So we're going to move into how to build that next. This gently moves your audience from curious visitor to excited buyer. Instead of relying on random social media posts and hoping for sales, you're creating a structured journey that builds trust, nurtures relationships, and converts casual browsers into loyal customers. So I want you to think of your sales funnel as a pathway that guides potential customers from discovering your brand to actually finalizing a purchase. The simplest version of a sales funnel could look like these 3 steps. Number 1 is a lead magnet. So this is a freebie or a low ticket offer in exchange for their email. This could be 10% off, a free guide, a quiz, a checklist, etc. Then we're going to get into a landing page of sorts or an opt-in form. This is a dedicated page where people can sign up for the lead magnet. Then we're going to get them into step 3, which is email sequencing. So a structured series of emails to nurture the lead that got that lead magnet and then turn them into a customer. So let's break these down in detail real fast. A lead magnet is a free, valuable resource that you offer in exchange for an email address. This is crucial because not everybody will buy the first time they see your store, or even maybe the 10th. But if they're on your email list, you can keep building trust and warming them up to make a purchase. This captures potential buyers who might not be ready to purchase yet. It also helps build your email list, giving you direct access to the customers rather than Etsy or a social media algorithm owning them. It also encourages the first step in the buying process, getting them engaged with your brand in a further capacity. Here's some lead magnet ideas for different business types in case you're wondering, how in the world do I do this? For a handmade seller, you could offer a free candle scent guide. This educates customers on choosing the perfect scent from your shop. A free behind the scenes video, how I hand pour my candles, or even as simple as a limited time discount, get 15% off your first order. A print on demand seller, for example, could do free t-shirt sizing and fit guide. This helps customers choose the right size before buying. 10% off your first order encourages people to make a first purchase, or a custom design quiz. Find your perfect custom t-shirt design by filling out this checklist. And for my digital product sellers, we could do a free business planner template if you're selling productivity tools, for example, a free Canva template that would give them a sample before they buy the full bundle, a cheat sheet for niche buyers, for example, or maybe 10 Instagram reel ideas for coaches, stuff like that. Once you have a lead magnet, you need a simple way to then collect the emails, and that's where EverBee email can come in and help you out. We make it easy to create an opt-in form to capture leads without needing a separate website. You can set up automation so that once someone signs up, they immediately get that lead magnet freebie. Then you can actually even segment your audience so you can send them targeted offers through email later. Here's exactly how to create an opt-in form in EverBee email. It's very simple. You just go to the EverBee email dashboard, click create new opt-in form, click create new, and add a headline and description. An example of this could be get your free candle scent guide, find your perfect scent today. Then you're going to set up email automation. You want to link the form to your welcome sequence so they automatically receive the freebie and they get more things after that. Then you're going to generate your opt-in link. You can embed it into your Etsy shop, social media, landing pages, whatever you want to do. But once someone signs up, like we talked about in step 3, we don't want to leave them hanging. They need a follow-up sequence to keep them engaged and lead them towards that coveted purchase. So here's a simple 4-part email sequence that converts time and time again. Trust me, I have tested it multiple times for multiple different niches. Email 1 is going to be the welcome and freebie delivery, and this is sent immediately upon them actually subscribing. You want to thank them for signing up, you want to deliver the lead magnet, and then you want to give them a next step, whatever that may be. It could be reply to this email, check out your best sellers, follow you on Instagram, etc. Then we're going to get into email 2, which is going to be your brand story. This is going to be sent 24 to 48 hours after the initial lead magnet. You want to share why you started your brand and connect with your audience on a personal level. We also, during this, want to subtly and intentionally mention your best-selling products and how that relates back to your story. Email number 3 is going to be a product highlight and social proof. This is going to be sent around 3 to 5 days after the original lead magnet. You want to feature a customer review or testimonial and also share a limited time offer. Include a strong CTA like shop now or 10% off and soon. Then part 4 is going to be urgency and final reminder. This is going to be sent 7 days later after the lead magnet. Something like your exclusive discount expires tonight. We want to create FOMO, the fear of missing out, and we want to include a final CTA before the offer disappears. EverBee email allows you also to automate all of these emails so you don't have to manually send them. So keep that in mind as a time-saving hack. But as you and I both know, building a brand is not just about having a great product. It's about getting in front of the right audience at the right time and guiding them intentionally through the buyer's journey from awareness to purchase. Your goal isn't just to get them to see the product, it's to maneuver them through the decision-making process until they are ready to buy. So a marketing funnel is going to map out that journey that your customer takes before making that purchase. Every marketing effort, whether it's social media, SEO, paid ads, influencer collabs, whatever you want to do, should work together to move people from curiosity to commitment. So I'm going to go through a 4-part marketing funnel that you should be thinking about for your brand. Step 1 is going to be awareness. At this stage, your only goal is visibility. People aren't searching for you yet, they're searching for your product. And they're also just discovering that a brand like yours might even exist. Some awareness strategies that you could use would be like on Instagram and TikTok, you could do behind the scenes content, utilize trending sounds, do some storytelling. On Pinterest, you can have optimized pin for search-based traffic. This is going to be incredible for printables, decor, and POD options. You can also, again, do influencer collabs at this point. So we're all about exposure in the awareness stage. So partnering with micro or macro influencers to introduce your product and your brand to their audience. Examples for a print-on-demand seller awareness post could be like 3 funniest cat liver t-shirts you need in your life right now. A TikTok trend could be you finally found the perfect matching shirt for you and your dog, etc. And stage 2 is going to be interest. People at this stage want to learn more, but they're not ready to buy quite yet. Your goal is to educate, build trust, and get them into your ecosystem. Again, like your email list or your social media community. Some really good interest stage strategies are going to be utilizing those lead magnets and freebies, giving them lots of valuable things like checklists, discounts, guides in exchange for their email, and also focusing on interest-based and value-based content in your social media strategy. You can also do live Q&As and behind the scenes during this interest phase, showing authenticity and interacting with potential customers. Stage 3 is going to be about consideration. During this, we're going to be wanting to build trust and removing objections because now they're thinking about buying, they just need a little convincing. This is where people start asking, why should I choose this product over the competition? What do other people think about it? Is it really worth the money? So your job at this stage is to build trust and remove doubts. A quick example could be a handmade jewelry seller testimonial video, a customer showing off their new handmade earrings. Another example could be a retargeting ad for someone who's already engaged with your website. Something like forgot something, get 10% off your first order. And an Instagram post example could be comparison of cheap mass-produced jewelry versus your high-quality handmade earrings. And the final stage, stage 4, is decision. By this point, your customer is interested and convinced, but they might need a little bit of an extra nudge. So you can do a final reminder email like $50 off discount ends tonight. You could do a pop-up offer like sign up now and get a free workbook, or just as simple as an Instagram story countdown timer for when doors close on your offers. So now guys, you have a clear roadmap to building a successful e-commerce brand. There's no more overcomplicating the process, just focused actions that demand and get results. So a quick recap, the 5 keys to starting your e-commerce brand or scaling it if you're already currently doing this. Number 1, I want you to find your niche and your ideal customer. I want you to stand out by targeting a specific niche with a clear problem to solve, and then I want you to get to know that person like the back of your hand. Number 2, I want you to build a strong brand identity, defining your mission, values, and voice to create a brand that people recognize and trust, hopefully like you guys do with EverBee. Step 3 is to choose and validate your products, utilizing EverBee to research trending products, checking out profit margins, and finding open opportunities in the market. Step 4 is to set up a simple sales funnel. You want to capture leads and nurture them with email marketing, creating an easy path for them to purchase. And last but not least, we want to launch your marketing plan, utilizing organic content or paid strategies to drive traffic and sales. But as you and I both know, knowledge without action is wasted potential. So I want you to pick one step from these 5 in this video and implement it today, whether it's just choosing your niche or setting up your email opt-in form. I also want you to do me a favor and drop a comment below of what type of e-commerce brand you're currently building. And I'm going to give you guys some actionable tips on how to make this 5-step process process seamless for your brand. If you guys enjoyed this video, I would love if you would give me a boop on that like button, and also go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We go live for you guys every single Thursday, and I post a new video just like this for my Etsy and e-commerce sellers every Tuesday as well. If you did enjoy this video, you're really going to enjoy this next series where I go over exactly how to choose which product for you, and I better see you in it next.